Hey guys, what's up? So I am here with another Blu-ray DVD collection update. Some of this stuff I actually bought over a week ago, and I wanted to. I was like, I could do a haul now, but I guess I'll wait for some other stuff to arrive. And luckily, four other things arrived, so now I think I have a decent amount of stuff to talk about. So yeah, let's start with the old stuff. Went to buybacks and I bought some movies that I just found, and it was about $22 haul, which really for five movies, $22 really isn't that bad. Starting with the Blu-rays, I got Bram Stoker's Dracula, the 90s Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I'll be 100% honest, I never saw this film until I actually bought it for $5, and I kind of regret buying it because I really didn't think it was that good. I mean, Gary Oldman was fantastic in it, and Winona Ryder was really good in it. Um, Keanu Reeves was okay in it. I feel like maybe the film was a little bit too long, and I know that this is. I've read multiple places that this is like the best adaptation of Dracula ever, but for me, the best adaptation of Dracula will always be Nosferatu. Even if that's not like as absolutely close to the novel as you're gonna get, I still think it's one of the creepiest and best adaptations. I'm not gonna get rid of this because I already bought it and I don't want to like sell it or get rid of it because it's already in my collection. So I'm just gonna hold on to it. Probably I might watch it again someday, maybe give it another shot. But I really can't. I really can't get into it that much. I really couldn't enjoy that one that much. Now, the next one is one that I actually enjoy a lot. It is Scrooged. A movie that a lot of people are like, oh, this is a good Christmas movie, but I honestly think this is one of the best Christmas horror movies. Because, let's be honest here, A Christmas Carol, let's be honest, A Christmas Carol is a story about a guy being haunted by ghosts who tell him to change his ways or he's going to die lonely. And that's a horror film. That is a fucking horror film. Unless we are talking like the one for Disney, or the Muppets one, or any of the family-friendly ones. This one really isn't that family-friendly. I mean, it's not like omega creepy, but the final ghost is really creepy. And when like the old business partner from that's supposed to be Marley shows up, he's like a zombie, and he like falls apart and like gets torn to pieces, and and I just wonder, like, god damn, this is a horror film. When I saw this when I was younger, I thought this was creepy as hell, so it's a horror film to me. But really, really like Scrooged. It is a personal favorite, kind of Christmas tradition of mine that I watch this one every year. Next we get into the DVDs. I got Silent Hill on DVD, the film adaptation of the video game. It's a really good adaptation. I haven't played all of the video games. I've actually only played the first Silent Hill, and I only played like at least I played it for probably a total of a few hours, like at least 3 or 4 hours. Now keep in mind I suck at these kinds of games that really don't give you much of a direction, because in Silent Hill you don't really get much of a kind of objective. You kind of have to go around and search for the one girl, but whatever. I thought the game was really creepy. The film I saw years ago, and I always thought it was a pretty cool movie and a good film adaptation of a video game. Probably one of the best adaptations of a video game to film. I will be honest, I do think that one of my personal favorite video game to movie adaptations is the Super Mario Brothers movie, even though everybody's like, that's one of the worst things ever. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Like, overall, they tried something different, and to me, I enjoy it, but everybody else seems to absolutely hate it. But, yeah, the Silent Hill is a very, very solid little horror film. I got Altered States, directed by Ken Russell, who directed Tommy, the rock opera by The Who. I'll be honest, I haven't seen all of the film of Tommy. I've seen about, I want to say maybe half of the film. I watched it once when I was younger. Haven't really watched it all, so I can't really say that I've actually watched the whole film. But I know Ken Russell also directed a film called The Devils, which I do have a bootleg copy of because it has never been released. like fully uncut on DVD, which is a shame because I hear it's a very good movie. I actually haven't watched it yet, but this is his body horror film, basically involving like a. It basically is a film that involves a character who is studying the effects of sensory deprivation tanks and psychedelic drugs, and he takes this stuff that he got in Mexico and gets into a deprivation tank, and he starts slowly like devolving into kind of a like former like kind of like an ape man. It's a really cool little body horror film. I really dig this one. It's far from perfect, but it's good, and considering I only paid like $3 for this used copy, although it is in one of these cardboard cases, which I hate these cardboard cases. I mean, I used to think that they were kind of cool, but now it's just like, can I get like is there like a thing where I can send in this old case and get a legit case, a legit like jewel case of a film of it, because I really want that instead. But other than that, I don't have many complaints. I'm happy to have it in the collection. And finally, the film I'm actually really happy to get my hands on is Boogie Nights, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I actually have not seen any other films from the old PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, but I really love Boogie Nights. This is the like 2-disc special edition of it, which is very nice. The packaging is, god damn it, you can't script this shit. The packaging is very nice. And it comes in this very cool little slip cover. And this was like $4. I really like this film, although it's got nearly a 3-hour runtime. It's one of the films that I say is like one of the almost perfect movies to me. You know, it's nearly perfect. Like, it's hard for me to find flaws in a movie like this. Next, we got some stuff that I got today in the mail. There's a website that I heard about from Toddy Walnuts. He's a very cool guy. Has a channel. I'm going to link his channel down below, mainly because I thought he'd be a nice guy. You guys should check him out. He's a very cool guy. You know, likes to interact with the fans. And he likes, you know, like, he likes to see what other people get. He likes to watch other people's videos like this, and see other stuff and see what they're doing. So, he let me know, but he let everybody know about this website called Trash Palace. This is a website that's been up since 1995, and it has been selling bootlegged movies of obscure, weird, like, movies since 95. So this website has been up for over 20 years. Think about that for a second. Over 20 years, and this website's been up selling trashy exploitation films for this long. I will admit these are all bootlegs, which might turn some people off. But I have heard that he does include like some special features, like the theatrical trailer or stuff like that. Don't know about the picture quality. I've heard a lot of these are like from old VHS rips, which I hope that they are at least of good quality, considering that they're $12 a piece. There's actually a sale going on the website right now. I'll link the website down below as well. Instead of these DVDRs being 12 a piece, they are 11, which that's not much of a change, but it will make it to where you only have to spend like $33 on DVDRs in order to get free shipping. Because I spent $36 because I didn't want to pay for the shipping. But the 3 movies I got, never seen any of these. Even though there's some stuff on there that I have actually seen before, but there's a lot of really weird, obscure stuff. I got this film called The Marquis. I want you to look at that. And this is a film that is some kind of biography on the writer, the Marquis de Sade. For those of you who don't know, I'll give you a quick history lesson. The Marquis de Sade is a very infamous writer. He was basically put in prison and mental institutions for about half of his life because of the really strange and obscene things he wrote. Even by today's standards, his work is considered to be extremely obscene, and the word sadism actually comes from his name Desad. That being said, this is a biographical film about his life, and I found this under the erotic section of the website, which is weird because I've always heard of this film as like a weird kind of like biographical dark comedy, but this is a biographical comedy like film that apparently is an erotic film as well. That is about Marquis de Sade, and every character is an anthropomorphic, like animatronic suit animal, and there's all kinds of weird shit going on with this movie. There's literally a scene that I've heard about where the Marquis literally has like a fucking like 5 foot long dick, and he fucks the wall with it, and then the wall like opens its eyes, and like the wall is actually alive, and it's looking down at his dick like, what the hell? I've actually seen a gif of that scene before. This is a movie I've been interested in seeing for quite a while, and I don't know, and as soon as I saw it I was like, why not get that one? So I got the Marquis. Next, this one is Ringu Kazanban. It is the first film adaptation of The Ring, of the movie of basically Ringu, The Ring, and it is the very first adaptation from '95, and it is a TV movie of it that, from what I've heard, is actually a lot more violent and sexually explicit than the film that was shown in theaters, which is interesting because this was shown on TV. But yeah, no, that's awesome. And this last one I got from the website, I don't know anything about it. It is a weird Italian like according to the website, it's a very hard to find film, and it's an Italian shot on video splatter film called Animalizer. And I have no idea what this is about. I just figured it's a shot on video splatter film from Italy from the late 90s. I figured why the hell not just give it a shot. But I would definitely recommend you check out Trash Palace. They have a very, very large selection of a lot of weird, obscure shit if you are into that kind of stuff. And finally, the last movie, which I'm very happy to finally get my hands on this one. It is Anthropophagus, the Grim Reaper, or Anthropophagus the Beast. I really like this movie. This is the 2-disc special edition of it, which apparently this version of it is out of print, and it's going for some pretty high prices. I saw it once going for like $30, so I figured paying $15, that's with shipping, for this wouldn't be that bad, and I actually really like this film. It's pretty fun, gory, a little bit cheesy, but still has some cool atmosphere. Film. It's a movie that I personally really, really enjoy. Not a lot of people really like it, but this one has got a documentary on the director, which is really, really cool. Photo gallery, trailers, and the film itself in English and Italian with an anamorphic widescreen transfer. That's very, very nice. I know that there's like a UK Blu-ray of this out. I don't know if that one's region free, so I just figured I would go with this because why risk getting a foreign Blu-ray if I don't know if it's region free. But anyway, guys, that's really it for this little pickup, little Blu-ray DVD update video. Anyway, guys, this is Biscuit Boo 69 signing off. Peace.